Here we go now with the second part of our show. Good afternoon and welcome along to you. It's Tuesday, November the 6th.
Good afternoon.
And this afternoon I'd like to talk about car safety and servicing it before you go on that all-important long trip away now. First you need to book a time in with your mechanic, and here's my offsider now.
Yeah, make sure you follow the schedule suggested. That it's very important that you check your car quite frequently, especially before a long trip.
And also check the rego too, because you don't want that expiring before it is up. So get the rego checked as well. And here's my offsider now.
Yeah, make sure you pay your radio on time, so it will come through your mail, directly to your mail. So make sure you check your mail, and especially when you know it's about to be due.
Because if it's not paid, you will get a letter in the mail. So the earlier you pay the rego, you don't have to worry about it. Now, car seats and strollers. Now, for those that have babies, you need to have good car capsules. And here's my offsider.
Yeah, very important to buy a car seat for your baby that is approved and it's safe. So make sure you choose the right one for your needs, for your baby age, and obviously that it's safe enough for your baby to travel with you.
And also get a good car seat for your toddler too. Here's my offsider for this.
Yep, so it doesn't matter how old is your baby, there's a car seat that will suit his height and his weight. So you can choose one to insert in your car seat that will last you longer, or you can just choose a bigger car seat.
It's 1:15 here. This is Barry Fair with you. Now I'd like to talk about encouraging your child to put on their seat belts in the car, because it is illegal to have your child unrestrained in the car in case of an accident. And here's my offsider for her view on this.
Yeah, so whether your child is on the car seat, whether he's a bit more older next to you, so make sure you put the seat belts on. It will save his or her life.
And make sure the seat belts are good too. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, so make sure your car is obviously prepared and ready to host your baby or your child, and be ready to transport him or her.
And do not allow children to play around with the instruments in the car, such as the handbrake or gear stick. This is very dangerous, as this causes the car to roll forward or backwards. It can cause injury to the child. Here's my offsider for this message now.
So make sure you don't have any dangerous goods in your car that your child can pick up and play with while you're driving. And if he's in the back seat, he can have small toys, but nothing dangerous for that could cause harm to yourself or to him or herself.
And don't allow children to fill up the car with petrol. You must keep your child in the car when you are at a service station. Here's my outsider for this.
Yeah, make sure you keep an eye on your child whenever you stop, and if it's for fuel or for whatever reason, just make sure you keep an eye on your child and don't leave him or her unattended.
Which brings me on very nicely to leaving a child in a hot car during summer. It is illegal and against the law to leave a child unattended in a car in a shopping center car park. It is very illegal to do that, and kids can die in hot cars. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, make sure you are always, aware and concentrated and focused. So make sure you keep an eye on your child at all times. And if you're leaving the car, just bring her or him with you.
And give them a nice cool drink and a nice block to keep them hydrated, because if kids are left in hot cars, it can be very uncomfortable. The temperature in a car can be a comfortable 25 degrees to start with, but as the day wears on, it can become very hot, and the temperature can reach a stifling 50 degrees now. Would you leave a child in a car on a hot day with all the windows shut? I wouldn't be so stupid in doing that, because as a parent, okay, you can't do that. Even if it's only for a couple of minutes, because you have to realize that there are penalties if you leave your child in a hot car, because the kid can become very dehydrated in the car because they've had nothing to drink since they've got up this morning or any morning. So give them a nice cool drink or a nice block to cool them down. And if the back seat is hot, put a nice damp towel down on the seat so that your child doesn't sit on the hot back seat. Here's my outsider.
Yeah, as Barry said, make sure you don't leave your child not even for 5 minutes in the car, because it can be very, very, very dangerous. So be responsible at all times.
Because sometimes the ambulance service have had to come to attend to children who've been left in the shopping center car park in the car for under a number of hours. Now, I know I know I may be sounding critical, but please, parents, mums and dads, be vigilant this summer and really think about whether it is worth running the risk of leaving your child or your pet in the car because it is not worth it, because your pet and child have the one life, just like I do. We do not have a second life. We only have the one life, ladies and gentlemen. So the same with pets. So think about the consequences that you could be facing. It could be a fine up to $1,000 or even more if you do something stupid. But like leaving your child in the car, unattended and unrestrained. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, as Barry said, never leave your child unattended because it can be fatal. So sometimes we are all stressed and we don't focus on what we're doing. But when you have a child in your car, that's when you can't lose concentration.
And also, on the long car trips as well, do not drive long distances, because if you are tired on the long trip, pull over, stop, revive, and survive. Here's my offsider now for a view on this.
Yeah, so make sure you listen to Barry's suggestion because you can save your own life and other people's life and your own child's life.
Because as I've just said, we only have the one life, ladies and gentlemen, and so do pets. So please, save your child's life, don't risk it. And the last thing I would like to talk about today before we do say good afternoon to you viewers is do not ring 000 unless you really have to. Here's my offsider now.
As we said many times before, make sure you actually don't ring 000 unless it's a real emergency.
And the wrong call, as we said, could cost someone their life. So please, don't be stupid and ring 000 for a plumber, because 000 is not a plumbing number. It is a number that is there to save the lives of you and me and my offsider here. And when the ambulance or the police come to you, you must tell them what really has happened and don't make up stories either. And here's my offsider.
Yeah, make sure you take this topic very seriously and respect the job of these people that save lives every day.
Because the paramedics and the police and the fire brigade, ladies and gentlemen, they don't have the time to muck around. So the advice that my offsider and I would like to leave with you before we do go today is really think, is your urgency an emergency? Please don't muck around with it. Here's my offsider.
Yeah, as you said, don't take it the 000 not seriously because this can save lives to other people that are in need more than you.
So if you do not have an emergency and you don't need to get to the hospital quickly, you can drive yourself up to your nearest medical center or a hospital or get a taxi, and don't just ring an ambulance just to get a cup of tea and a sandwich, because that's not what the ambulance service or any other emergency service is about. They are there to save lives. And if you ring 000 when you don't need to, you will be in very serious trouble, because you are taking away the service that somebody might need. Like, I could be having chest pain right now, for an example, and the ambulance service over here opposite us, they may pop in to check in on me, make a decision on whether I need to go in or not. So here's my offsider about to tell you about being truthful and working out whether your urgency is an emergency.
Yeah, so if you have an emergency, make sure you call 000. But if you feel like it's not an emergency, just try an alternative way, like calling a doctor, calling one of your parents or brothers and sisters or friends to assist you and take you to the hospital or the nearest medical center.
So, in ending our program today, the Melbourne Cup. Now, we all love to have a flutter on the horses. Who will you be going for? I'm going for number 19. And yours is number 2, I believe.
Mine is number 2, yes.
So enjoy your day at the races, but don't get drunk, gamble responsibly, and don't punch a police officer like some spectator did at the races a couple of years ago. I think it was not last year, but the year before. Some woman punched a female police officer in the face. She got charged with assault, so enjoy a few of the races today, but not too many. Okay, and gamble responsibly and make sure that you do not ring an ambulance to take you home, and make sure that you've got enough money for a taxi to get you home, or use Uber. Just before we do go today, I will be back next week to present the normal program, but my offsider will not. So, on behalf of myself, I would like to wish you all the very best, and we look forward to hearing about the birth of your son when he arrives on the 30th of December. And here's my offsider now to say her goodbyes now.
Yeah, so very sad to leave you guys and leave Barry for a few months, but thank you for letting me be part of this beautiful show, and congratulations to Barry again for keeping up with nice topics, interesting topics, and I would say very useful for everyone. So I will see you all next year around June or July.
And just before we do close the show, we have the weather. It is very muggy out here. We may even get a shower or a storm this afternoon. So very muggy, 33 degrees here today. And then tomorrow will be warm again, 25 degrees. So and then it will be down to cooler conditions again. So a bit of summer will be coming back, I think, next week, but we don't know when it's gonna heat back up. Well, that's my show for this week. And once again, congratulations to you from everybody here at St. Ives Cash. And here's my upside, and now, once again, to say thank you to the viewers.
Thank you everyone for having us, and I will see you very soon.
But you'll see me next week on the show, but I don't know who I will get yet, but I'm sure the manager will have someone quite just as good as my upside have been, and I hope this video, this show today has given you many useful tips on how to keep your food safe, whatever, throwing out old food and using the old food and milk up first. And I will just hand over quickly to my upside and before we go today about not using cracked rotten eggs or off milk.
Yeah, make sure you always check the expiry date of your food, but also just follow your instinct. So if you have cracked eggs or milk that it's on date but doesn't smell right, just feel how it smells and make sure you follow your gut. So maybe throw it away because it could be very dangerous.
And the same with seafood, like we said at the beginning of our show today. If you are unsure about buying seafood, don't buy it, especially with mussels that have been open, and the same with prawns. And do not eat seafood that has been cooked in hot oil, old oil, ladies and gentlemen. And here's my upside to give you her last bit before we wrap today's show up.
Yeah, make sure the seafood is fresh, and if you're not cooking it, make sure you check where it's been cooked and that it's cooked on the spot, and make sure they use fresh oil if you're having fish and chips.
And also, after stopping the fish and chip shop, has the oil been changed? Because having oily, greasy fish and chips, ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to be sick. And here's my upside last bit of advice before we say good afternoon now.
Yeah, you don't want to be sick with seafood. You don't want to get old seafood. So make sure you ask when it came in, and make sure you choose the right seafood if you are going to take it home and cook it.
And also put the seafood straight into the fridge when you get it home, because you don't know how it smells like or how long it's been sitting in the car for. So don't muck around with seafood. Don't risk it, ladies and gentlemen. You do not want to be sick. So this is where I've run out of time, and thank you everybody today for tuning into our extended 2-part video today. And I will see you next week, next Tuesday, with a different offsider. And also, as I've said, congratulations, Gaia, for your baby
Thank
boy.
you.
And we wish you all the best for the rest of 2018 and a happy Christmas. But that's all we've got time for today. Good luck in the Melbourne Cup. Have a few, but not too many, and gamble responsibly. I'm Barry Fair. Thanks for your company today at St. Ives Community Access Service, and I will see you on Thursday at Performing Arts. So until then, everybody, you take care. The time is nearly 20 minutes before 2. Have a great afternoon, everybody. And if you are driving, please take care on those roads. Don't have a road rage attack. And school zones will soon be enforced, so drive 40 k's, not over the speed limit. And it's time for me to say good afternoon to you viewers now. And thanks for watching our extended show today. So have a good rest of afternoon, what is left of it, and good luck in the Melbourne Cup today. And gamble responsibly, and bet with your head, not over it. This has been Barry Fair, alongside my very pregnant offsider, and here she is to say bye-bye now.
Bye for now, and good luck for your Melbourne Cup.
And take care of one another, be kind to one another. Don't just think about yourself, think about others as well. Have a terrific afternoon. This has been Barry Fair from St. Ives Cavs, wishing you a very happy and healthy afternoon. Thanks for watching the show today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.